Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. To the air right away is Brady. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On play action, it's Brady. It looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. So Brady and the Bucs need to work a little magic. 3rd and long after that last sack. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
That's the down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long, and you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
To throw, Huntley. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. Touchdown, Vikings! Adam Thielen from 19 yards away. And the Vikings will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Fournette once more on 2nd down. Now loose football. The ball comes out, and this belongs to the Vikings.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Stuck for the loss by Devin White.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. With an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Huntley to throw. Dalvin Cook now catches on back-to-back plays. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Well, the Vikings right now, they've got the passing game working. It's another first down.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense humming here in the early going.
In motion goes the tight end. Here's Huntley. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
On second down, Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Vikings are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Brady now to throw. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Brady. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. He'll take it at the 42. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. Left side, Cook. And some space here. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 48 yards rushing for him already. A terrific first quarter here to begin the playoffs.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's going to use his legs here. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Tyler Huntley taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Vikings continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
2nd down, back to Fournette. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 21-0 our score after 1. Now a play fake. Brady. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You called that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Operating from the gun. Huntley swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 21. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Back to throw again. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. They'll look to throw again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll begin with a give to Fournette to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, it's Fournette. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
Two things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Now Brady. The left side completion to Jones. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Jake Camarda sent on now to punt this away. Pulled in at the 24. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
On 1st down, Huntley. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. 2nd and 4. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, and those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to it, and I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
So on 4th down, Ryan Wright on to punt for Minnesota. And he'll get credit for a punt inside the 20, not by much, but inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. And brought in by Braid. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. This is caught by Evans. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Brady. Out route, he finds his man. It's Jones. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Brady. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Celtics kick is good. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Throwing to start the drive. Huntley. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They go play action here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Buccaneers will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well, so where's the line?
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down. Another try after the first down sack. Brady under pressure. They got him again. Dalvin Tomlinson able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
The sack backs him up, 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs. Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. In his own end zone, it's Brady. And that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. We're down to the 41.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
They'll go option on second down, right side. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. And to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Looking back to the air on second down, it's Brady. The throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
This defense has passed its first two tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Hey, Alabama.
Throwing is Brady on third down. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. They'll go option to the short side. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. To throw, Huntley. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun, Huntley. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Huntley to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live foot. Look at the big man rumble. The 40, the 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. 67 yards. And the Bucs take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. Ryan Suckup on for the point after. And this is up and good. It cuts the lead to 28-10 now. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after after the touchdown to kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Gets past one man, and he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Looking to throw. Huntley. This is caught. Touchdown. Justin Jefferson, 33 yards. And the Vikings are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel, make sure they get their security deposit back.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
They'll start out here with the option left. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down. A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice game.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Dalvin Tomlinson dropping him for the second straight play. Might want to think about blocking him here on third down.
Hey, Alabama.
Brady going to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteed he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That's taken at around the 40. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
It certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception. And I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to run.
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
Pardon my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front 7 today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting the
pressure coming, and they got him once again. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Talk about 2 sides of the ball at cross purposes, because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. That front 7, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Sugar!
Now Brady got to have this one. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And my goodness, another interception. Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Vikings are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. And some room to maneuver. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 111 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Cook again. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise or throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. Here's Huntley. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Joseph now to have the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched.
And this is caught. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
Let's go. Come back team.
Throwing on 1st down. Huntley. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Now the Vikings will continue on in these playoffs as we say so long, everybody.
You gotta choose.